All right. I always start off videos with all right. You ever notice that? I mean, here's Gaylon. Hey, Gaylon.
Hey.
What's up? Are you going to be cold?
No, I'm good.
Are we breathing like wind or anything?
I've got 2 gloves.
He's got 2 gloves. I only brought 1 glove, which is, you know, sad. I just couldn't find one. I couldn't find the other. So one hand will be warm and one hand won't. We're heading to fun again. Last time we went with Ryan. This time we're going to take Gaylon with us. And so it should be a lot of fun. We're picking something up. Gaylon, do you know what we're picking up?
I have no idea. I know it's, I have an idea.
It's a surprise.
Yeah.
So yeah, I haven't told Gaylon. I haven't really told much of anyone what we're getting, but we're excited to get it, and it'll be a good addition to the Electric Starship. You know, look around out there. You never know. I might get crazy and buy 2 things, but probably not. So anyway, so let's start this adventure. Uh-oh. It's that time again, kids. Stopping for the breakfast of champions. What are you gonna get, Gaylon?
Don't know yet.
Come on, man. You gotta have an idea.
Something with cheese.
Whoa! Gaylon wants to get stopped up in a hurry. He wants something with cheese. I'm probably gonna get something with cheese too. It's the only thing good in these places. That's how they cover up the stank. Put the cheese on it. No offense, Racetrack. I know y'all are paying me for these advertisements. Oh, we got some sweets. Krispy Kreme. Not much of a sweets guy. Looks like Gaylon's diving into something savory over here. He's going to the empanada section. Yeah. It's a fun word to say, empanada. Breakfast pizza. I'm all about that breakfast pizza. Then we got boiled peanuts. Not much of a boiled peanut guy, but roller grill, that's my game. Let's say a little bigger selection here. Some wizard fingers. That's what Gaylon calls these. They've been on the grill too long. Fun. What'd you score, Gaylon?
Empanada and a sausage roll.
I got a piece of pizza and a jalapeno sausage roll.
Oh, mine's jalapeno.
I think yours is jalapeno.
I only had 1 time.
Fun breakfast. Oh, frozen. What is it? Oh, frozen Mountain Dew. I don't even know. Am I on?
You're on.
Sweet. Well, we're heading out to fun. Obviously, if you're watching this video, you picked up on that. You probably even know what it is. I don't even know how I'm going to title this thing. It's Gaylon that's in suspense. He doesn't really know what we're picking up today. So I'm 1 glove in it. I lost one of my gloves on the, I don't know where it is. Might have been on the way here. I'm going to take this off though. I'm actually kind of getting warm finally. Anyway, I'm going to interview Gaylon a little bit. I mean, sure, the questions go back and forth, but we got a lot of traffic ahead of us. Check that out. So I figured, all right, the truck's not going to be super loud. Maybe we can do some stuff. So my first question to Gaylon is, what is your favorite video game?
Favorite video game right now is Gyrus.
Gyrus?
Yeah.
I thought right now it would be Robotron.
That's the one I'm playing the most now.
Okay.
In my house, yeah.
But still, Gyrus is your favorite.
Yeah, overall.
Why do you like Gyrus so much?
It's
You got pointed at you, buddy.
It's the nostalgia of it, because it reminds me of a certain time in my childhood. Plus, I just love the game.
I got you.
Yeah. It's unique.
Cool. Yeah, it does have a great soundtrack here. Maybe I can do some road cameraing here for old Gaylon. I wonder if I turned it off. No, I didn't. All right, road camera.
Tunnel.
Yeah, we're in a tunnel. So cool. So you like Gyrus, and we just turned a Defender. We had a Defender cabinet. It had Silkworm in it, so we didn't really lose anything. We just turned that into Robotron for him, and he has been playing that a lot lately. Yeah. I think Robotron might be my favorite. But you know.
Yeah.
All right. You got a new pinball machine. What about that? Tell us about that a little bit.
Yeah, I got a Popeye Saves the World.
Oh, very nice. That's a great one.
Mike came out and fixed some switches on it for about 3 hours.
Oh, very nice. That's a great one. Like, I didn't know what it was.
And then
we worked on it a little bit.
Yeah, also put a color DMV on it.
Yes.
It's a lot nicer.
For those of you that don't know, arcade pinball lingo, most of you do, but if you don't, DMD is a dot matrix display, I believe. Anyway, we put one in there, and those original pinball machines, even modern pinball machines, occasionally will come with well, they're starting to get them all LCD now, but they were coming with that monochrome one color screen, and then those color DMDs have come out, and they're really nice because you're getting like this full color, and it's just awesome. It just adds so much to the game, at least I think so. Anyway, all right, you're gonna have to hold and ask some questions too. All right. Anyway, so let me think of something else. What was your first video game you had as an adult? Like you say, I'm gonna own an arcade machine.
I got a cocktail that had 3,500 games on it.
That was your first one?
Yep.
Oh,
that's because I bought that one, so I wouldn't have to buy another one. And then I got I got the Miss Pac-Man, the 20-year reunion.
Yeah, the one with Galaga in it.
Yeah, and then Centipede, and then it just kept going.
Yeah. How many games do you have now?
I have 14 arcade games and a pinball, so 15. 15
games. That's a full arcade in my eyes. What do you think the number is to where you can tell people you have an arcade in your house? Like, what is that number?
How many do you have?
In my house?
No, in your arcade.
Oh, God. Well, we own into the hundreds as far as machines. On the floor, I think we have right at 100. It might be like 96 or something like that. It's been a long time since I actually counted.
I thought when I had like 4, I had an arcade. So
it's 4. Okay, and then, I think that's fair.
Then when I 15, when I get 30, I'll say when I had 15, that wasn't enough.
Oh no. So when I had, I'm trying to think, when I had in my house, we had like a MAME machine that had kind of like what you had in your first game. That's what we had too. Now our wasn't our first. Our first was the Vector Star Wars machine. And that's because I was such a Star Wars fan and loved that machine. Played it anywhere I went when I was a kid. I would, I knew where every one of them was in the Metroplex, or at least as a kid I thought I knew where every one of them was in the Metroplex, but and I knew where I could go play them. There was one at it's like Alley Cats and Putt Putt. It was Putt Putt kind of before that. Right. And now, before that though, it was Malibu Grand Prix, and right there in North Richland Hills. They had one, and then the coolest one was a really fun arcade inside Six Flags, and that one was Boomtown Arcade was what it was called, and it was in that little. You remember where the? It's called the Cliffhanger when we were kids. Yeah. You remember, like right there, they have like Midway games, right? And everything's kind of right before you get to the mini mine train and all that. It's kind of old westerny a little bit. Anyway, they had a Boomtown Arcade, and it had that Vector Star Wars machine in there, and they had it forever in there. So whoever had that, they kept it running for a long time. Kudos to you, sir, if you're watching this, or ma'am, if you're watching this.
They had a 20-year reunion there.
Did they have a 20-year reunion?
And I always wanted it, and I never got one.
Yeah.
It was there for years, though.
I remember I took Cynthia to Six Flags and I wanted to show her the Boomtown Arcade. I think it had closed, but the building was still there.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was going to show her where it was, and it was demolished.
Oh,
and
really?
I guess I went right after it got demolished, and it had like a fence around it where they were doing construction in that little area.
Was Star Wars still there?
No. That was just like a pad of concrete. It was there. But at that time, I have it somewhere on my phone. Maybe I could clip that in. I wonder if I can clip that into this. I had it on my phone. I took a picture. I got on like Google Maps or whatever, and you can like run that through Six Flags, I think.
Oh, yeah.
It was something like that, because you'll see little arrows on my picture. But I had it where you could see that even when we were standing there, it wasn't there in real life, and you could see it on my phone. It was there, and I did a screenshot. So Boomtown Arcade, I'll never forget that. And all it was like one of the little inner park kiosk things that they had turned into an arcade.
Yeah.
You know, another great amusement park arcade that was a fun one was, it was only fun because it was hazardous, was when Hurricane Harbor, when I was a kid, it was called Wet n Wild.
Yeah.
And inside Wet n Wild, like right when you walked in, right now there's like concession stands. The little buildings are still there, but they turned them into like concession stands. there was an arcade. So think about what your water arcade. Everybody's coming up in their bathing suits, barefoot, dripping wet, playing arcade games.
Yeah.
I remember you'd get a little, you know, if they weren't grounded, right, you'd get a little spark coming on it. I mean, you'd feel a little bit of shock coming off of it. The control panel wasn't grounded or whatever. So it was funny. Now I think about that too. Is like, man, just that constant chlorine and water and the rust and the water damage those must have took on, you know, after a while. I can't imagine too many arcade machines were worthy of owning after being in that place. Who knows? Pretty neat. Okay, here we go. Back at fun. Gaylon, you excited?
Very.
Gaylon's never been to this. He's bought from Fun, but he's never actually been to Fun, the building here. So, I'm gonna back in. It's no real place. We're gonna pull around back here in a minute anyway. Just park her sideways. Okay, we're inside Fun. Love this gyrus. It's nice. Batman. This Batman. These are really nice multi-cades they make. Arcade party. Like the small pixel bash. Look at all the games. They're really neat. Galaga one. Hey look, he's like our electric chair guy. So Gaylon's in here. We got all your pool table needs as well. There it is. Wow. Craig's trying out the new Godzilla.
Oh, there, I got it.
This looks amazing. Just looking at the video on the back. It's absolutely wonderful.
Godzilla's heat rise is ready. Hold the action button to charge. I've just been handed another ball. I can't believe what I'm seeing. A giant robot version of Godzilla. The lock is lit.
Wow. God, magnet's cool.
Godzilla is heading towards the power levels.
Here we go.
Load the balls at the top.
Ball 1 locked.
Uh-oh. Ball 2 locked.
Ball 2 locked.
Let's go. Well, count.
Shield is down.
I kick a little bit when I play.
Let's see you get this.
Try to get that ball up.
Yeah, I want to see the little Mothra in the back. It's cool.
Ah, that was ball 3. Choke.
It's exciting. Okay, last shot. We're trying to get as close to the buzzer as we can. Yeah. Oh, it didn't count?
Game over. Winner. Player 1.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I can see that being a hit. Just from a... I'm so sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
In here. It's too late.
Is looking.
Look at that. Isn't that cool? Oh, drive again. Come on back.
Save me a slice for later.
Oh. Alright, check that little... See if it hits this little loop. Oh, no, it's just locked. Track Builder Unlimited. Oh, there it hit it.
Get the 3-ball multi-ball in that hole over there.
That green battle hole. Oh. I didn't think that was going to hit. Oh, let's throw the ball back.
Got it.
So that's as far as we made it when we went and picked up the Mandalorian. Me and Ryan broke down right here and we rolled into that parking lot. So this is the final stretch, guys. You get a pinball machine home from fun. So we picked up Godzilla. So we're super excited. We got a little time. Hopefully we get to set it up before the day starts.
You're supposed to keep it a secret so they keep watching how they know.
It's gonna be like on the front, like on the page.
Oh.
It was only a secret for you.
Oh man.
It's a secret to everybody walking in today, you know. They're gonna walk in.
You got some other stuff here.
Oh yeah, so we got some stuff for the Mandalorian. Some parts come in. There's like side armor and then the little ball that Grogu gets. He does he uses the Force and he takes it off the Mandalorian's like ship, the Razor Crest, when he's driving or flying it, I should say. And anyway, we got a shooter rod with that on it. And we got some side blades, but I think I got some different side blades I want to put on, so I'll probably sell these. I had already ordered them, or I would just told Craig to keep them, but I'm not like that, so I gotta do that too. I'll just sell them on eBay or something. But anybody want some Mandalorian side blades, the stern ones, hit me up. Put them on there. They're in one of these boxes here. Art planes. Pretty cool. Anyway, we're almost back to the Starship. That's pretty darn exciting.
Think we're gonna make it?
I don't know, man. We got a red light to go. The engine feels pretty good. We're a little low on gas, but not terrible. You know, when we first started filming, the dash wasn't on. Like, this was just all bone dash. You can see the bones.
Yeah.
But when, I mean, not this particular trip, we just first started filming in the big truck.
Yeah.
But when we've had the truck worked on a couple times since then, and they put the dash on for us, because, you know, it's like 3 screws, so they should, right? They're reassembling everything. Here we are, Starship, we're home. So let's see if we can't get this game off the truck safely and play it a little bit. I did it in the pinball row. You get to check out the pinball row for the first time. Oh man, there it is. It's out in the sun, so I figured it'd be the last time it's outside for a very long time. Look at this beautiful side art. Sounding amazing. You got Godzilla just tearing it up. You got King Ghidorah. You got Mothra there. It's so cool. There's King Ghidorah on the side. Look at the date on this thing. November 9th. It's just a baby. What is it? Is it the 19th? Today?
Yeah.
November 19th? It's 10 days old, guys. That's what a new pinball machine looks like coming off the truck. All right, let's talk about pinball. So we're about to open here in just a few, so I don't have a whole lot of time, but I wanted to kind of go over this. The first game we got that's new is Night Driving. It's actually a really cool game. One of our regulars put it in the arcade. He wanted to share it with everyone. And it's just a really cool layout. You know, it's got the old Man Cow's Morning Madhouse in there, and it has these glow balls. So come on in and play it. Then you know we have Ghostbusters on the floor. This is one we've had from the beginning. I did put a color DMD in it before we ever opened up the Electric Starship arcade, so it's really cool. It came with a red one, and just a really fun game. New movie just hit, so hard to see with this reflection, but man, what a great game. That playfield is cool. Got Slimer back there, if we can see him. Got a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. So just a great game. Batman, we just got it back off of restoration. This has got, you know, a nice Batman topper. And we're like 1989 Batman, Jack Nicholson, Michael Keaton, Kim Basinger. Just really fun. back here. Got kind of that classic comic Joker. They lit this up back here. There's some artwork I had never seen. I took this out to Kevin in Princeton, and he restored it, put all new lamps and lights. They fixed some of the cracked plastics. Just really fun to play. Classic Daddy East game. Then we move on to our next one in the lineup here. This is Stranger Things. This is my favorite on the ground right now, and I just love it. Huge, it's a, what do they call it? It's a Spike 2 game. It's got the huge LCD screen. This one's got a little, looks like a drive-in movie theater projector in the middle, and it's a lot of fun to play. That folds down. There's a Demogorgon behind it. If you've been in and played that, you know that's a lot of fun to shoot at there. And then this is another one, new one on the floor. This is Jurassic Park. We have our awesome topper up there, and I put those flicker bulbs that look like a little fire's going. Also had to put in these blinkers here. They were taken out of the game. I installed a color DMD, and what's crazy is the camera cannot pick up how beautiful this color DMD is. This one has the T-Rex in it that leans down and eats the ball once it gets in that little hole there, which is really, really cool. I added these little palm trees in there. So if you haven't been in since the beginning of the month, I just added this game just about 15 days ago or so. And man, it's really fun to play. This is another new favorite for me. Obviously we have the Mandalorian. This is was the newest game on our floor until today, and it gets a lot of play. It's really fun. Got this upper play field you can play in, which is really super, super cool. Hard to catch on camera. You got the Razor Crest there in the middle, and we'll try to catch it from the side. That's a little easier angle. Fun game, a lot of ramps, are easy to play. Really cool. World Cup's back on the floor this month. It was just off the floor because we had a kind of more of a Halloween lineup, and really fun. I went through and cleaned and waxed the play field. It's already gotten dirty in the last couple of days it's been out, but you can tell it's just a lot. It's just a blast to play. Really fun to shoot at this goalie back here. I don't know if you can see that. And then Monster Bash, a great game in itself. That one comes with a big color LCD that's got lab score up there. It's got the Frankenstein that comes down. Dracula comes out. You got a mummy back there that comes out. So that's really, really neat. And then finally, our new game today, we're about to do the smoke test on camera here. Hopefully I got it all turned on, and this is the first time turning it on in the arcade. I hope I have it all plugged in and working right. And oh, was I supposed to end nothing? So I got this from Fun, obviously this morning. They said they've already done the update. An update came out for it yesterday. So we're gonna see, we got a nice letter on here. Thank you for your purchase. You got a limited edition Stern Insider reward. So what's really neat about this one is you'll be able to scan your phone in, and you use this QR code that's up here in this corner. Once it all lights up, this will be a little bit cooler. But you can put your phone in and, you know, compare your scores and stuff with people online. So we're looking forward to seeing that. Seeing how that works. Look at that screen. And this is your classic Toho Godzilla. So man in rubber suit, just really, really amazing. I showed you some of the side art outside. I got it dark in the arcade. And let's see she pops up. This is the premium edition, so it should have all the ramps. You're not missing any part of the game. I feel like I don't put the pros in just because I feel like there may be one or two things just not with the game. At least with the premium, I feel like you get everything that an LE would have as far as gameplay is concerned. So here we are. It takes a little longer to start up than your regular pinball machine here. If we can set this up where you can see it when it all lights up or not. I'll take this off of it and start putting some of the things away here. All right, we're all lit up now. Look at this playfield, y'all. Isn't that gorgeous? We got a Mecha Godzilla over here. We got this big cool building. And then we got a Godzilla right there. See him all lit up. We got a bridge. Looks like it can crack and crash. Anyway, just amazing. So that's our pinball lineup, guys. I got to turn everything else out and open the store. I wanted to do it while it's kind of quiet in here. Just kind of light this up. But we are 9 deep at the Electric Starship. So plenty of pinball. You can play to your heart's content. Brand new Godzilla turned on for the first time right now. Monster Bash, World Cup, Mandalorian, Dead East Jurassic Park, Stranger Things, Dead East Batman, Ghostbusters, and Sega's Viper Night Driving. So pinball yourselves to your heart's content. Okay, Matt's gonna be one of our first guinea pigs on the new Godzilla. Let y'all see what it looks like.
Godzilla's spikes are starting to glow. Heat wave building.
Black and white city burning in the background there.
Godzilla's heat ray is ready. Hold the action button to charge.
Well, there you go, guys. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the journey for us to go get Godzilla and come in and play it. You know, if you're here local or even if you're out of town, come play it. We don't care. So anyway, remember to like and subscribe, and we hope to see you here soon.
When and where will Godzilla strike again? No one has out.